guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about products that did not get dethroned in the year 2020. So I've done my best of, which was kind of like standout products from 2020. And I did my December beauty edit, wrapping up my products from December. And now I wanted to talk about some products that in 2020 were still my favorites. They came in with me into 2020 and they're leaving 2020 with me. They're still my tried and trues. Nobody came along to bump them off the top of my list. So I thought we would talk about those today. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jamie. I would love it if you would subscribe before you go. And if you guys want to see the products that 2020 just couldn't kick off the top of my list, then keep on watching. So it's a short list. If you are somebody who watches my videos a lot, you probably can guess all of them. They're products that have been around prior to 2020, and I think they're still my favorite in the category. So let's talk about the one that you probably see me use in literally every video, and that is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty. This is still a favorite. It definitely bumped the Tatcha. Tatcha Silk Canvas was my ride or die for years and years, and then this guy came along and dethroned her. Not because it's a better product than the Tatcha, but because it's as good and way cheaper. Like way cheaper. Way cheaper. So I love this one. I continue to use it every single time I do my makeup. And I cannot foresee anyone dethroning this. Never say never, but I just can't see it happening. The next product is the concealer that I use every time I'm not testing something new, and that is the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue Concealer. Favorite of all time. I love it. It's got the wear time. In the creasing, I mean, it doesn't really crease that much. Every concealer creases. Every concealer creases. If you have any kind of lines under your eyes, which every single human being does unless you're a 6-month-old baby, and even some of them do. If you're going to put concealer under your eyes, it's going to get into those lines. You can set it, of course, with powder and minimize that. And some concealers are definitely going to crease more than others. So some concealers are going to make you look like you have lines you don't even have. This doesn't crease, meaning it's not going to exaggerate the lines that you already have. If you don't set it, it'll probably settle into your lines like every other concealer on the planet. I don't know. If you're somebody who that doesn't happen to, you're so lucky. I just could never put a concealer on my face without setting it with powder. I couldn't do that personally. I know there are some people who don't use powder. I don't know how they do that, but I need powder. But as far as concealers go, this is the least creasy concealer I've ever used. How about that? Is that a better way to put it? I love it. And in my face products, they have to last long, and this one definitely does. There is some drugstore concealers that I love. I love the e.l.f. Camo. That's another one that's a fave. But I don't know. There's something about the Dose of Colors that I'm obsessed with. I'm obsessed with the shade. This is 14. And I'm obsessed with the concealer. I just love it. Speaking of powder, my precious, the Ultimate Brush Off Powder from Urban Decay. This is in the shade Universal. This is a fresh one. I just opened her today. Something so special about a freshly opened powder. I will say that I don't love this packaging. It comes with this little weird kabuki brush in it, and I never use it. I don't like it. But aside from that, I love the powder that's inside, and really that's what matters at the end of the day. This blurs my pores. It sets my makeup. It doesn't change the color of anything. Lasts forever. It's just the best powder ever. I do love the Hourglass Mineral Veil Powder. I do love this one too, but this one has a tendency to make me look a little bit shiny. So it almost looks like I'm oily sometimes, and it depends on the weather and the time of year. Sometimes if my skin is looking drier, I really go to this one. Like I used this one today on the outer perimeter of my face. But when it comes to my pores and when it comes to blurring them, this one blurs too, but I don't know. This one just, this is my go-to. I use it every single time I do my makeup. Like you rarely see me even test other powders because I'm like, I don't even, it doesn't even matter. Sometimes I test other powders, but no one has been able to dethrone this guy. And this one dethroned another Urban Decay powder that I used to use all the time. Next up we have the Dose of Color sponge. It is my favorite makeup sponge that I've tried ever. I love it so much. This one is relatively new though, and it's kind of falling apart already, and I'm a little bit like shook by it. I'm like, did I get a bad one or did they start making them shitty? I don't know. But I don't know what it is about this. It's the perfect balance of bounce and also firmness. You know, like it just, I don't know, it's just the perfect sponge. I like the shape. I like that it's flat on the side. I like that it has a point on one side. I just like it. I don't know. It's just a really good sponge. Anyway, I haven't tried a sponge that I like better than that. So still on the top of my list. Next we have a foundation from the drugstore. The L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. So crazy about this foundation because when I first used it, I think it was 2019 that I first tested this. Right? Yeah, I think it was 2019 that I first tested this, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I was like, this sucks. And then I used it again a little while later, and I fell in love with it. And I realized that, oh, I can only use this during certain seasons. In other seasons, when my skin changes, it doesn't really work for me. Now I'm in a whole new climate, and I haven't had problems with it at all. I haven't been through every season here yet, but I haven't run into any problems with it. But it's still my go-to, day in and day out. If I just want my everyday foundation, I'm not doing anything exciting, I'm not getting glam, I'm just kind of hanging out, maybe running some errands or whatever, this is the one I reach for. This is my go-to, my trusty. I know it's going to look good on me no matter what. It's just drugstore. So one more product. We're going to keep this video short, sweet, to the point. My videos are really short and sweet, so this is like, this is a rarity. But can you guess? Can you guess what my final product is? I don't think I've used another lip liner on my channel or on my lips other than when I did a red lip at Christmas this year and then when I did one last year. I rarely ever use another lip liner. These are the L'Oreal Coloriche matte lip liners. This is the shade Matte's It, which is my go-to, which is a purple undertone nude. And this one is Mastermind, which is a pink undertone nude. They also have Matting Call, which is a brown undertone nude, which I love. Do I have that one? I do have it. Here it is. I'm running really low on it and haven't restocked. So, yeah, these are my favorite lip liners of all time. They still continue to be my favorite lip liners of all time. They perform very similarly to the Charlotte Tilbury lip liners. They're creamy, they are beautiful, but they're waterproof. And I am a sucker for anything that is long wear, especially a product like a lip liner that when you eat and drink, you're going to lose it and have to touch up. I can't stand touching up my makeup. I love to put on my makeup, but once I'm done, that's a wrap. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to have to touch up. I don't want to have to nothing. And these stay put all day. All day. And they're like $7. The only one complaint is that they're so soft that you can't get crazy when you sharpen them because they'll break. They'll break right off. You can't press too hard because they'll break. They are creamy and soft, so you just got to be careful with how you use them. But other than that, I mean, they perform like high-end or better than any high-end lip liner I've ever used. They're creamy and they don't dry out your lips. They're matte, they're long wear, they're waterproof. Check, 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 check. And the undertones of these nudes are everything. So, Matte and Call, that's the brown toned one. That one is nice. I don't wear it as often. The pink undertone nude, also super beautiful. And then the purple undertone nude is my favorite. I definitely go through stages with each one. The purple undertone nude is what I have on my lips now. Definitely overall it's the one I wear the most. Because I like cool tone lips better than warm tone lips. I like warm tone eyes and cool tone lips. I don't know why. But this one, the Matte and Call, you could wear it with anything. It's pretty universal like that. And me, I like wearing my lip liner with just about any color on top. So like I'll put on Matte It and then put on something super light, and the combination of the two will give me a unique shade. So I don't know. I just love these so much. And no one has dethroned these in 4 years. These are going 4 years strong for me. And no one has put anything else out better, in my opinion. So that is it for today's video. Let me know what products were your favorite for 2020, the products that you came into 2020 with and you're leaving 2020 with. What was not dethroned? What is still your go-to ride or die product that did not come out in 2020? I want to hear. Leave me a comment down below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell so you never miss when I upload a video. You can follow me on social. My handle's @GlamLatte. And don't forget the Glam Latte Beauty Podcast is on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, CastBox, and iHeartRadio. All those details are in the description box down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.
I just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes and tell you that I want you.